Probably 12 o'clock. Understandable.
And wake up
Okay.
to 2 in the afternoon.
So, as you can see, it's already a little different around these parts. What I really want to do today is kind of have a discussion. I don't really want to preach to you because I've learned after doing this about like 2 or 3 times that I don't really have to like stand up there and preach to you guys for 2 reasons. One, it's not always comfortable, and what I really want to get through to you is that if you feel the desire to preach, you don't have to be uncomfortable. Cause I know you guys see me or see Elder Al or see Miss Selena up here preaching and think, okay, nobody wants to do that. You don't really have to. You don't have to be comfortable, which is why I kind of set you guys up like this, because I'm more comfortable kind of talking to you face to face. I know probably like 93% of y'all. So this was more comfortable for me, and because I want to have like a free discussion, stuff like that. The topic I kind of wanted to touch on was where are you in terms of knowing your Bible, knowing your religion, how educated are you about who you are? You know what I'm saying? So, like, say someone was to approach you, Jordan, and say, Jordan, who are you? What would you say? I know you could talk louder, so I'm not giving you the mic. What would you say?
Describe who I am, not saying a lot, but because I'm not a lot, it just real simple.
But like you, Jordan, you like sports, you're outgoing, you like to talk, laugh, you like hip hop, stuff like that, right? You know who you are. You're able to go to someone, or if somebody was to come to you and ask you, who are you? You're able to tell them, who you are. Am I correct? So what I wanted to kind of, I guess, test you guys on is if someone was to come up to you and ask you, what's Christianity like? Why should I be Christian? Who wants to do that? It doesn't sound fun. You're able to say, well, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So, for the sake of a title, I kind of wanted to call this sermon The Empty-Minded Christian. Because a lot of times, we are kind of trained and, put in a position to where we are, trained to think that we know everything. And in reality, we don't, which is why, being a Christian is a growing process, and you always have to, learn and grow, and there's always new things to learn. So it's never too much to know, and a lot of times we haven't really started, at cracking the surface in terms of knowing about the Bible. Because I can ask maybe like all of you, give me a good 5 scriptures out of the Bible, and I don't mean Jesus wept and the Lord's Prayer. 5 scriptures, out of 2 Kings or Ephesians or Galatians or and a lot of you probably couldn't give me those scriptures. So I guess the objective is for you to leave out of here knowing more than you did when you walked in. Okay? So, I want to do a little exercise. Please feel free to raise your hand, but feel free to jump in, give me your feedback and stuff like that. Alright, what I want to do is, I'm going to hold up different cards. And, for the sake of demonstration, I'll just do the first one. Okay. This is me. Can everybody see what it says? What does it say? Buddhism. It says Buddhism. Okay. Tell me, okay, I've come to you, and I'm a Buddhist, and I just love being a Buddhist. It's so fun. I can tell you a million reasons why I love it. So tell me why I should be a Christian. Tell me why I should be a Christian.
We only have one God. There's only one God.
Okay. We only have have one God. Yeah, we have one God. Why should I worship your God and not my God? Tell me why. Convince me, or I don't want to really say convert because it's not, as simple as a back and forth debate. But convince me as to why I should be a Christian and not a Buddhist. You have salvation? True. Okay, it's not really a set salvation, structure for us. Okay, that's a good point. Valid point. What has Buddha? Okay, thank you. Well, I mean, okay, point for y'all. but do you see what I'm saying? You see why it's so hard in one standpoint for you to ask me or convince me, but it's also hard for me to have a comeback. That's the objective I want to kind of bring across. That not only is it hard for you to understand, your religion and things of that nature, but you kind of want to, whoever you're talking to, you kind of want to have them at a standstill. But you're never, you can never be too sure because, of course, I've only done research, but there are people who are experts at this kind of stuff, so they can tell you, this and this and that. So you always have to be ready, So let's keep going. It's a point for y'all. Go ahead.
I really don't think you can, because Christianity is primarily a faith-based religion, and so is Buddhism. So you need something separately, different than both religions.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't have to serve a statute.
Hmm?
I don't have to serve a statute.
You don't have to. True. But back in the day, he was alive, and they served him as a living being.
My God is still alive.
Okay. Point for you guys. Ours died. He was born in the 6th century. He was born as a prince, and then he died. That's pretty much it. He was a regular man. He didn't really have any power. Anybody else? Go ahead. Did he ever? Well, he developed a system or a systematic type of religion that kind of forced people, I want to say, to change, live their life a certain way, like a beginning, middle, and end. It has to all be the same way in order to achieve, nirvana, which is what they call, enlightenment, which is where you kind of have an epiphany about life and you just wake up one day and realize, okay, this is what life is all about. But yeah, you're right. What happens when we mess up? We're responsible. It's called karma. We're all responsible for what we do. You do something and there's your consequence type of lifestyle. All actions have consequences. What happens when you do something bad? Forgives you? What do you mean? You pray and ask for forgiveness. Okay, then what? What if he doesn't want to forgive you that day? He always. They didn't tell us that. Everlasting. Right? We ain't got that. We ain't got that. Good point. Anything else? Man.
It's not systematic.
It's not forced and it's not systematic. You could be. That's not fair. What? All right. Okay.
Well,
You have. Oh, my mom made me be a Buddhist. That ain't fair. But when we die, we come back as like if I die, I can come back as like a snail or something, or a rabbit. Wait,
first one,
what?
rabbit, butterfly.
What does that
What?
mean?
Be a shark. No, I'm being a shark.
But we come back. We like Earth. Earth is fun. I could come back as a bunny tomorrow. You don't know.
So what if you come back as a bunny in the world?
There is